Hey everyone, Steve here, and in this video I'll be unboxing and taking a look at the ASCII Pad FT for the Sega Dreamcast. Now FT in this instance stands for fighting type. This is a D-pad only controller with all the 6 buttons that you need for Sega Dreamcast, but with all the buttons on the face of the controller and no Z and C shoulder buttons. And generally speaking, this is a controller style that is preferable for some people that like to play fighting games. Now this style of controller was only released in Japan, but it was officially licensed by Sega. There are a few different versions of this controller, including 2 that are linked with the first Capcom vs SNK game, and you can see here that I have the blue SNK version. But there also is a version of this controller that came out for the PlayStation 2. Now taking a look around the box here, it is all in Japanese, so I'm not sure what it says aside from the main ASCII Pad text. But inside the box, you do get a manual, the controller itself, but you also get what is maybe the most interesting content with the controller, and that is these cool character cards that have a nice picture and move lists of the SNK cast. I'm not sure if all SNK characters in the game have cards, but regardless, it is a really cool addition to this controller. The cord for the controller comes out the bottom just like the normal Dreamcast controller, and it also has a groove to wrap around the cord so it points out the top. In terms of accessory slots, it's only got a single VMU slot, but the controller does have vibration built in, so that functionality is still there. So in order to test this controller out, I decided to pop in CVS 2 instead of 1, because it's just a preferred game for me. In general, the controller feels awesome. Now it might be obvious, but one of the easiest points of comparison to this controller is the Sega Saturn controller, as the layout is virtually the same, although the buttons are a little bit larger. The D-pad is a nice rocker style D-pad, which is quite responsive and very easy to use. And I suppose that when it comes time to pick a team, to have the full experience, you need to select your cards from the card deck and have them out while you're playing so you can refer to the move lists easily. So I shuffled through the deck, saw the characters that I wanted to play, and then just got right into it. The controller itself is really responsive, with no noticeable input lag, and just provides an overall nice experience, and it's great to have the VMU out there sticking right at the top and kind of taking a real prominent place in your experience. And just for reference, here's a few seconds of gameplay. And finally, for the sake of comparison, here's a standard Dreamcast controller and a standard Sega Saturn controller. You can see that overall the pad is a little chunkier, which you may or may not like, but it does add a nice bit of weight to it and is a nice option for the Dreamcast for people that love the Saturn layout but don't want to use a Saturn to Dreamcast adapter. Anyways, that'll do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks!